Shalom. We are GMS Colorado, Kwam Yasharallah, and we want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles who rule Great Millstone well, and Shalom to all Yakim of the elect pushing this truth with endurance and sincerity. May your brothers endure to the end. We want to do a sit down pretty much on prophecy, because like Elder Tahar through the Spirit declared this year as the year of prophecy, and as many men that stand witness that it is truly the year of prophecy. He is in the Spirit, and not because he says himself, but because the works that he does declares him as being touched and used by the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Ba'asham Rakah Kadash. So we're going to get into these Olympics that just started, and we'll let it play out, and then we're going to get some scriptures.
It's underway right now in South Korea. Athletes from around the world are marching into Pyeongchang Olympic Stadium with their nation's flags. The United States is represented by 244 athletes. In a historic moment, the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un shook hands with the president of South Korea. Ben Tracy is in Pyeongchang. Ben, good morning.
Good morning. So the Olympics sure has a way of bringing people together. Inside this stadium, you have the Vice President of the United States and the sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. 28-year-old Kim Yo-jong arrived here in South Korea today. She is the first member of North Korea's ruling family to visit the South. Now, earlier today, Vice President Mike Pence toured a South Korean naval memorial and met with North Korean defectors. He brought with him the father of American college student Otto Warmbier, who died last year after being released from a North Korean prison. The Vice President said the U.S.
So, this is what this video has a lot to do with, this prophecy that's coming forth. As you can see, as they showed both people, one person came in with peace, an offering of peace, and the Vice President of America comes in with war. If you see behind him, he brings in his military. He brings in a so-called victim of North Korea's labor prison. He's bringing in all the reasons why he should go to war, why America should go to war with North Korea. And everyone else is looking for peace, as you can see even through the Olympics.
In South Korea are united in confronting the North Korean regime. But South and North Korea are marching under a unified flag at the opening ceremony. It shows the outline of the Korean peninsula. A majority of South Koreans oppose using that flag. There have been daily protests here, and some people we've talked to say they're upset about not seeing South Korea's flag paraded at the opening ceremony of its own Olympics. But of course, for the athletes, this is all about the competition, and the first medals of these Olympic Games are up.
So that's the main point we wanted to do, was about the flag coming together. You know, so go ahead, you want to get that scripture of, or you know what, let me get this one actually of the betrayal first. Because we're going to get into prophecy, because as we prophesy through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, like the elders have done down, the prophecy of the prophets bring forth this into reality. All right? And so Proverbs 19:5, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now, is America's lies of North Korea being a terrorist and wanting war and wanting to destroy the world is being exposed. So now they will become punished. And that's what we teach through GMS, as GMS, through the Spirit, that America is going to be punished for the crimes against humanity. Not just including Israel, but humanity. Because Esau his sins have reached heaven. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 55:10. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right? So just like a farmer that plants corn or wheat, he puts the seed into the soil and then it produces, and there's a harvest at the end of what he produced. Well, there's liars that plant lies and deceit, working, you know, because their spirit actually dwells as Satan. They produce a crop of evil, pretty much is what it is, because they plant a seed of wickedness, and what produces is evil, bad time, death, pestilence, famine. And that's why it's going to be declared who the real prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai truly are. Because you're going to see what the words that we planted into the soil produce.
And just like he's saying, too, the words like the water that waters that soil, like the rain, you don't see rain going up into the sky. Mm-hmm. It only falls down to wash away, like you said, all that dirt around these people that try to hide all their shit. Mm-hmm. But this water right now is its truth. And like you said, the prophecy is what's bringing it out. Before, you didn't have prophecies, so they were able to hide behind all that filth.
You know what's beautiful is I heard Elder Malcolm say that being laden with clay is to be covered in debt.
Con.
And so the rain, which is the water, which is this word, comes and washes all that laden clay off of us through the blood of Yahweh Shai. So that what could happen is that we live.
But that's why you have to be baptized, submerged in the truth. Mm-hmm. Because like you said, we're so covered, we're so filthy, we have to be bathed in this truth in order to be considered worthy of being cleansed.
Right, like when would you, most people couldn't even believe that North Korea and South Korea were friends. Or allies enough to stand in the same building, play a sport against each other in peace talks. Because our mind has been laden with clay, with debt. We are indebted to the Rothschilds, even to their media, and not just the Rothschilds, to Esau as a nation, as a whole nation.
Huh.
They have deprived us of true education where we cannot even think properly. So that's why the prophets are sent forth to prophesy this. And as like the brother read, you'll see what harvest comes when a man plants a seed, if it's evil or good, what produces in the end of it. We're going to come to that point where you're going to know every man for who they are, including Esau. Esau is going to be known for the devil that he truly is. He's going to show his colors. As his schemes don't work, the prophecy is that he's going to come down with great wrath, knowing that his time is short. They're pulling rabbits out the hat now. You know? Let me get another script. This is Matthew 24:10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And see, a lot of people are going to see this as betrayal, just like on this news report they got. They were betrayed. The people felt like their governments betrayed them.
That's the spirit, because I got a precept to what you have.
Got it. Good, brother.
Oh, is that all you have?
Yeah, that's all I got.
And sure, it's going to be a pretty lengthy one, but it's going to touch on a lot. This is Jeremiah 51. I'm just going to start at 1. It says, Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me, a destroying wind. And
what's he going to raise up? He's going to raise prophets up. And they're going to prophesy the downfall of that kingdom. Just like the scriptures are full of prophets prophesying the downfall of the kingdoms that oppressed them.
And that destroying wind is that word that's getting pushed out. Mm-hmm. Each day that you see these videos going on the highways, any form of pushing this word and this truth, that's that destroying wind to this kingdom. Mm-hmm. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. And
have you ever seen them, like in Asia, they use fans to fan the charcoal barbecues? They fan it, and the faster you go, the hotter it gets, the coals. And then finally you eventually got a full open blaze, you know?
Huh. It says, For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
The day of trouble, They should exactly World War III. That's the question that everybody's talking about, and most people know the answer. World War III we're in it. Elder Malcolm has said, we're in it. You just haven't seen the full force of it yet.
And like you said, in that day, who's that they that shall be round about against her?
Right.
They are those other nations that have been dealing with America, that whore that sits upon the beast. They're gonna finally come about and gang up on her and say, all right, it's time to get yours.
And see, that's the betrayal too, because Pence, Vice President Pence of America,
Didn't even stand up.
didn't even stand for them to be together. They actually lit the torch together, North Korea and South Korea, hand in hand. But Pence didn't even stand. America doesn't want peace; they want war.
And we're supposed to be the free world, the so-called free world.
Yeah, so their shame is being exposed every day. I mean, it's so fast. The Dow Jones goes down. The North Korea, South Korea is holding hands. You know, I mean, every day it's been something. Israeli fighter plane just got shot out the sky.
That family, so
Every day it's getting fanned, right? And it's not once a week now. It's every day for a week straight now.
gone.
Ever since that, what was it? So the new blood,
The super blue blood moon with an eclipse.
Yeah. Ever since then, it's been intensifying. Every time these blood moons come, it
Something
intensifies.
gone. Especially after the solar eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Should just start boom, 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 boom.
And you know that's a thing of a sign too. Anyone that drives, you know the speed limits change. As you're going down the street, you might be on a resident street, it goes slow, right? Then you start pick up speed as you get onto an on-ramp to a highway. Next you know, it's flying.
And then you don't just brake and get on the highway and somebody's braking for you.
Mm.
It's you better catch up to the speed of the highway.
Right, they'll pull you over for that. You're supposed to go with the flow of traffic. So if you're behind, and that's what the main point that I wanted to point out to the Spirit was that if you ain't doing the prophecy, doing the work of prophesying, these prophecies can't be fulfilled. I mean, the Lord will get another to do it. But just like Jonah was a hard-headed Israelite. He was a prophet that didn't want to prophesy against the Lord's enemies. And that's what time it is right now. We're in the year of prophecy. We are to be pushing this prophecy 100%. I mean, you should be living for this right now. Your spirit should be on fire to know all these things are happening. To know that kings and prophets, they wanted to see this. And really they are, because the reincarnation.
Gone.
And if you're a prophet, you should do what a prophet does. And prophesy. You got any more on that up?
I'm just going to jump down to verse 10. Because this whole chapter is just fire right now. But just to get the point, it's Jeremiah 51:10. Yahweh hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh, our power.
Our power. That's another betrayal that people are feeling, is that Christianity being false. Everything that they taught is wrong, including this. With this coming together, they're seeing who really wants war and who wants peace.
Come.
I wanted to get into that Ezekiel 36. I believe it is. If you want to grab it and read it for me, we'll go through it together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you want to start at 35.
35.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 36 and
Oh,
35.
Shalak 35 1. We'll go to 36.
Oh, 35 1. And it's Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir,
Which is the Edomites. Go ahead up.
and prophesy against it, and say,
And did you see that? He said, prophesy against it. What are the sons of power is supposed to be doing.